I was very excited to find the Toler Union Multi-Tool on eBay recently. This is at a fantastic price. There are actually, I think, about 6 units left. If you type in Toler tool, it will come up, at least it comes up in my search. These are only about $60. Now, originally on Kickstarter, Indigo, wherever you find these are still listed from $100 to $130. Also, there seems to be a fairly long wait time. Now, they do list these as factory seconds, but I'm willing to pay that price, almost half price, for a couple things that might not be exactly perfect. We'll go ahead, jump into the review right now. Now, when we talk about the Toler tool, it does come just in this cardboard package. It's got a foam insert. It does have some of the capabilities listed on the back. There is no sheath when you get this off eBay. I think when you order this off several other places, it may, but not when you get it at the discounted deal from eBay. Now, you've got your tool. Let's go ahead, get this in the original configuration. What you have right here is a pocket clip on the back, but let's go ahead and check the weight of this. This is one of the first areas where this gets a little bit shocking, because when we put this on the scale, it comes in somewhere around 414 grams. We can go ahead, change this over to ounces. Take a look at this, 14.6 ounces. This is almost a pound. It is definitely heavier than the Leatherman Surge. This is a big tool. So finally, you've got your tool out of the box. You're eager to use it. There's a couple more steps. What you have to do is use this tab on the side, pull this down. Now you've got this so that it's flat. Then we go ahead, begin pulling the plier head out. That releases the tools so that they separate. Then when you want to put this back away, you've got to go ahead and connect this right here. It fits, this right here fits into the side like so. You go ahead, put the plier head down. Then you can go ahead, push that back, and it's back in the stowed position. So it is a cool system. It does seem like it's got a lot of steps just to be able to use the tool, but hey, that's how it works. All right, now when we look at this side, we've got a lot going on with this system. We do have the plier head. We've got the wire cutters right there. These are spring-loaded pliers. I'm not a huge fan of this wiggly handle right here, but I guess beggars can't be choosers. Again, I would have never thought of this clever design. It is fairly clever, fairly complicated. Now, on this side, we do have bits that are held in. I think they're supposed to, I guess it's got a ball detent right here, but it seems like they're supposed to be held in maybe magnetically. I'll have to look at that a little further, but then you can use these on the bottom right here when you've got this tool all the way closed in a locked position. It can also be used with this bit driver as well. You can use it also right here on this position. So there's different options to actually use these bits in the handle. On mine, it did come with 2 sizes of Phillips, a flat, and then it looks like a Allen wrench, essentially. Sort of bit right there. And then some of them do, again, have a tendency to fall out. I guess maybe it has to be lined up there. It has to be lined up with the ball detent in the right position right there, I guess. That makes sense. All right, let's look at this side of the handle. Let's see. Maybe if we close this, that would be a better way. There we go. Let's close this. Then what we have right here is a file or a metal saw, I think maybe actually is what this is supposed to sort of be used as. It's sort of like a cutting teeth, it looks like. Then that does lock into place. So after looking at this a little bit more, I realized that this works like the older Leatherman tools. You go ahead, you snap this into place. We've got the wood saw right there. Then you go ahead, you have to bring another or two implements actually out for the lock to release. So let's see if we can do this. There we go. We've got the wood saw unlocked. Then we do have what looks like almost like file teeth on the bottom, but I think this is supposed to be almost like a metal saw. Then we have this tool, which is supposed to be almost like a file reamer, also an awl, it looks like, on the end. A little combination tool right there. It's almost got like a sharp blade with a file. A little different, very different tool right there. Pretty unique. That does snap into place as well. Then you have to bring the other tools out to release the lock. Very unique. Then on the back, we do have the knife. Again, you can tell this is not their premium offering. This is factory seconds. It's got that big 4 on there, but this is supposed to be D2 steel for the knife, at least on the original ones. This does lock into place. Then you just push this back. So again, very, very large knife right there. Sort of cool. Also, I wanted to mention that on this side, it does look like we have ruler markings, which my pocket clip is in the way. Not sure how good those ruler markings are to actually use, but that is an option. Now on this side of the tool, we actually have this, I think it's called the Omni wrench. You can go ahead, use the spring, use this on bolts. I may take this to work and try it. I'm very skeptical of these. I have not usually found these to work very well at all. Already I know that just because of this system, I think it will be hard to use on some bolts because you need, the way the head is positioned, it almost needs flipped. But I'll try to take this to work probably eventually and test it out. But that's how that works. We do have some more roller markings along the side. Then we do have this bit driver right here, this bit extenders. Let's go ahead, try to put this back together. We've got to have the pocket clip on the outside. Get this together, flip the pliers down. Let's get a bit out. Oh, actually the bit's locked in place now. All right, so let's move this plier handle back out, get a bit out, move this back into shape, move this here, get this like so. Then we can use it like that as a screwdriver, or we can use this with a bit extender, use it that is a screwdriver. Now this is a little wobbly, but again, I'm not sure if this is just because this is a factory second tool. It does make it a little bit harder to judge this tool because again, this is not, I guess, the premium or the offering that they consider that they give to backers. But this right here really doesn't, I can't get it to set where the detent even will click into place, even on the extender when we have it here, or even when I extend this, let's see right here, flat like so. Let's go ahead, take this apart, see if that makes any difference. No. Yeah. So it doesn't, for me, it doesn't click in all the way. But you do have a screwdriver of sorts like that, I guess. It's an option. When I look at this tool, I'm very glad that I bought it for around the $50 to $60 that I paid. I think it's definitely worth it. I'm excited to add this to my collection. Now, am I excited to take this to work? Not really, just because it's a lot of steps just to use these tools. So again, I appreciate these new designs being offered. I definitely think Leatherman, Saw, Gerber, they all need competition to keep them sharp. but I'm not sure that this is the answer most people are looking for. It does have a lot of tools, it has a lot of options, but I'm not sure if they're arranged in the order that people are looking for. Let me know your thoughts. I have seen some people say that when they ordered this tool, it took 5 years to deliver. I think that's another huge issue. I would definitely recommend trying to maybe just keep looking on eBay if you want one of these. That way you have a lot quicker option unless you do want to support them on their site.